Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about capital letters and on when we capitalize letters in a sentence. So we know capital letters are the big form, like here and here, of a letter. Okay, we have three rules for this. We have to capitalize the letters at the beginning of a sentence. We have to capitalize proper nouns, which are names. And we have to capitalize the word I. So let's look at some examples of all of these. Okay, so the beginning of sentences. Here's our first sentence. She spun around her living room to the music. So because I have this first word here, it is the beginning of my sentence. I am going to capitalize that S and make it, bigger so that we can tell that the sentence has begun. She. Now, I'm actually going to move this sentence up just so that we can see what it looks like when there's been a period. So we have period, which means the end of a sentence. When we see a period, we know that the next letter after it needs to be capitalized because that's the beginning of the next sentence. So he needs a nice big capital H. He played in the snow and built a snowman with his brothers. So he gets to be capitalized because it's the beginning. Okay, our next rule is proper nouns. Proper nouns are names. Names of places, people, things, something specific. Maybe I should even add that in. Specific names. So here's an example. All the kids, including Maria, ran quickly to the playground. Now, because we're talking about a specific kid, Maria, we need to give her a nice capital letter. Anytime you see a name, that name needs to be capitalized. We don't capitalize kids because this is just kind of a general group of people. We don't really know who's in it until we say one name. Now we know Maria's in that group of kids. She's specific. Okay, next, we went to Walmart to get a few groceries for dinner. Because we didn't say I went to the store, but we said Walmart, we gave it a specific name, that also needs to be capitalized. So again, if you just say store, doesn't need to be capitalized. Or if I just say girl, doesn't need to be capitalized. But when I say Maria, when I say Walmart, that's when it needs that capital letter. Okay, the next one I want to cover is the word I. So Sally and I are best friends. Needs to be a capital I. The reason is because I am a specific person. I is replacing my name. So it's not just a general person. It's me. It is I. And it is a word by itself. Now, we don't want to get confused and start capitalizing all these other I's because that would look very strange to have a capital I in the middle of a word. You can see even Microsoft Word puts a little red squiggly under there saying that's not right. So we want to keep those lowercase since they're in the middle of a word. Here's another example. The boy yelled through the cafeteria, "I don't like meatballs." So once again, we see I here. He's talking about himself, a specific person, so we're going to capitalize it. Sometimes we will see these things happening all at the same time. We might see it as the first word of a sentence, and it might be one of the other rules, like how I needs to be capitalized. And we just do the same thing, even if multiple rules or several different rules are happening at the same time. Look at that. Microsoft actually capitalized that for me. Munir and his mother went to the store. So Munir is a name, and it's also